Well, hello, Christiana from the future here. I come to you looking like a toe because I completely forgot to film an intro for this video. So hello, welcome back to my channel. I don't usually look like this, actually I do. But I filmed a get ready with me where I go a little bit more in depth about the things that I've been going through, why I've been absent on social media, etc, etc. So if you're interested in seeing me do my face, do my hair, put on an outfit, put on a fragrance, and talk about depression, you're in the right place, and keep watching. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I've already done my brows off camera just because they take forever and I need to focus when I'm doing this. So yeah, don't judge my brows. I'm having a bad brow day. That's another reason why I did my brows off camera, because I've been having a bad brow week, honestly. Ever since I shaped my brows to look good while they weren't filled in, I've had a hard time filling them in the way that I like. So anyway, I'm going to prime my eyes with some concealer. This is just a Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan Deep Sand. So anywho, I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys, just do my makeup, something that's a little bit more casual. I have been doing a lot of try on hauls and stuff lately because those are what seem to do well on my channel, for obvious reasons. And that is kind of what brings me to my first topic of why I'm kind of struggling with, for lack of a better word, my place here on YouTube. So when I started YouTube, I started with the intention of just being somebody that curvy women could look to for confidence. That was kind of my goal, as I wanted to spread my love of beauty, my love of fashion, body positivity, those kind of things. Especially since I kind of I don't know, I kind of started dabbling into fashion because I noticed that there's not a lot of options for, I don't want to say high fashion, but trendy fashion for curvy women, and especially women that are built like me. Everything that you see on Instagram and stuff is very over sexualized, and so I kind of wanted to display that you can be sexy, you can be trendy without being overtly sexual, because I'm not an overtly sexual person in the way that I dress. I dress trendy, and of course it's not I'm not a modest by any means, of course, but what I do, what I wear, I feel is on the trendy, what's currently in style kind of a thing. But you don't see that displayed a lot on women with my body type. If you look on Instagram, most of those women are just in some cheap looking short thong, whatever. It's not, you don't look to them for outfit inspiration. And so I wanted to be a person that curvy women could look to for outfit inspiration and beauty inspiration in general. Hold on, I'm gonna set my eyelids with some translucent powder. So anywho, I'm gonna do a bronzy, kind of a simple look today. So I have picked up this Juvia's Place palette. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse all my racket, y'all. I'm getting all my stuff out of these drawers. I should have better prepared for this video and had my stuff laid out, but this just isn't that kind of video for me. So I had picked up this bronzy, I think it's called the Chocolates by Juvia's Place. I've never tried it, so I'm gonna work out of this one to try to create a bronzy, chocolatey look. Because what I'm wearing today is browns and neutrals. So I'm gonna start off with this lighter shade right here and put that in my transition area and see how it turns out. If it doesn't give me the transition shade that I want, then I might have to go into something a little different for my transition color. But anyway, so that's kind of what I started off wanting to do. And my first video, if you go back and look, my first video on YouTube is a get ready with me, get to know me, where I'm doing question and answer, because I do have a small following on Instagram. So I had people that I could ask, to ask me questions and things they wanted to know about me, and from there I could, do a Q&A. So that was my first video, and I mean, it did as well as I expected a first YouTube video to do. So anyway, fast forward, I did my first try on haul, which is a Fashion Nova try on haul. And that video did extremely well. It's got, I think like 30 or 40,000 views on it. And at that point in time, I only had like 1,000 subscribers. So that is super good for somebody with that number of subscribers. And so I was like, oh wow, like people actually care like about what I'm wearing and what I like and what what I'm into fashion wise. And then the attention shifted. And I know y'all know that because I mention it in every single try on haul that I do, that I'm trying to get the male attention off of my channel. And it has gotten to the point where I'm uncomfortable. And it's gotten to the point where I'm irritated because I cannot control the way I'm shaped. Even at my side note, I'm having to go into a different shade, transition shade wise. I need something that's a little bit, okay, so I want to use this shade, but I need something in between the two of these. So I'm looking to see what I have that I can use. And I think this Amrizzi palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills has a brown that will look good. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with OG from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and put that down as my transition. So anyway, that started to irritate me because that's not what I'm here for. Like, and my videos are not overtly sexual. There is nothing sexual or provocative in nature in my videos besides the fact that my body, when you see it, you associate it with sex. And it's frustrating because it dims whatever talent I have. My body always overshadows whatever talent I have. And that has been a common theme in my life in general because I've been built this way my entire life. Like, since middle school, at my smallest and at my biggest, I've always had the same proportions. I've always been smaller and bottom heavy. And so I've dealt with that my entire life. I've been a dancer, not stripper dancer, which is nothing wrong with being a stripper, but that's not the kind of dance that I did. I've been a dancer since I was in middle school. I've always been on a dance team or a community dance team or whatever. And then I joined my high school dance team. I literally didn't join my high school dance team until my senior year because I did not think that my body type was going to be something that they wanted out on the field. Because when you see high school dancers, you associate them with innocence and, and pris and primp and, and my body, you don't associate that with. Even at that age, I was getting hit on by grown men. So I've always had to work twice as hard to be half as good, if you feel me. Like, I've always had to be a phenomenal dancer for people to consider me despite my body type. You see what I'm saying? So like, I've always had to be a little bit better than the norm for my talent to show up, because if not, it's going to be overshadowed by my body. And so that's what I have found to be true here on YouTube as well, is it doesn't matter how good my outfits look together, how much you're inspired by them, there's always going to be the overshadowing of my overall body type there, and that's going to bring the wrong attention. And so I kind of was like, okay, well, I'll just push through it, and eventually the right eyes will get on my channel, and the creeps will kind of just not die away, but they'll be lost in the support that I find from the group I'm trying to attract to my page. Well, that has kind of started to be overwhelming, and it's kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, it's affecting different things. So hold on, I'm gonna go in with this the darker brown here and put that a little bit tighter in my crease. So like, nobody's coming to my channel for my makeup looks. Like, this video probably won't do very well, but it's fine because I feel like it was something that I needed to do. I needed to hop on camera and I needed to kind of put this out there because I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this. And like, I know like Aaliyah's Face had touched a little bit about it, about like, she talked a little bit about like confidence and being confident with your body, and how women kind of hate the BBL look because it's what's trendy and it's not realistic and blah, blah, blah. What she said was, she's like, do you want to exist in that world? Because that body type is only successful in a certain kind of an industry. In the Instagram industry, to be frank, in high fashion, that body's not trendy. And in movies and acting and those kind of things, you don't see that body type being projected. And that's kind of when like it registered to me that like when you see that body type, no matter who it's on, it's associated with sex. And you really have to try to break stereotypes when you're built like that. So that kind of like made me take a step back and realize that I got some serious things that I'm gonna have to try to restructure. Y'all, I just drilled on myself. I got some serious things that I'm gonna have to try to restructure in order to be successful in this industry. And so I decided, okay, like I'm gonna have to be thick-skinned, I'm gonna have to be headstrong, I'm gonna have to just roll with the punches. And I knew that. I knew coming into this that I was going to have to pay my dues, and I wasn't gonna get, you know, nobody does. Nobody gets this huge following. I mean, some people do. They get one video that blows up and then they, you know, take off from there. But most people have to stay on YouTube for years and be consistent before they start seeing the kind of subscriber base that they were intending to get. So, there's that. Okay, I'm gonna take this really dark, like brown shimmery shade, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm gonna take a flat brush and spray my brush with some Morphe setting spray and just tap this all over my lid. Okay, like so, like that. And I'm going to I want to like brighten up the center of the lid, so I'm going to take a lighter bronze. I think I'm gonna take this shade Yaya, this other Juvia's Place palette. This is the Nubian 2 palette, and I'm just gonna tap it in the center there. But anyway, so what I was saying was like, I knew I was gonna have to deal with that coming in, but I didn't realize to what degree it would affect me. So I had a situation where I had a collaboration that was offered to me by a company, and they asked to see my analytics because they were considering paying me for my collaboration. And after seeing my analytics and seeing the percentage of males versus females that are subscribed to my channel and that follow me on Instagram, they decided that it was not a good monetary investment, but they would still provide me the items for free to do the collaboration. And that was a little bit disheartening because it's like I'm losing out on opportunities due to something I literally cannot control. I cannot control how I'm shaped. And so it was frustrating and was a little discouraging. And that's when I first had the thought, like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to be on YouTube anymore, because if I can't attract the right people to my page, I don't want to be on here for the wrong reasons. That was kind of like my thought, is I'm not here to be an object of lust for men. I'm here to empower women, to encourage women to feel beautiful and to spread my love of fashion and makeup. And if I can't do that, then I don't want to be here, because I'm here for the wrong reasons. Like, yeah, I can post another, you know, swimsuit video and show my ass and be provocative, and that video can get a lot of views, and I'll probably make a whole lot of money off that video, but that's not what I'm here for. And so that became very frustrating to me, and that's when the thought of leaving YouTube first came to my mind. But I talked to my friend, my best friend Key was really helpful in that conversation, and she was just like, don't let anybody stop you from what you love to do. If you really want to do this, like if this is really what you want to do as a career move, then you just got to roll with the punches. And so that's when I kind of like restructured my attitude and decided I was going to stay on YouTube. And then I had got like a really ugly hate comment on one of my videos. I think it was on my most recent Fashion Nova video, which I had posted it on my Instagram, like shared my response, like the comment and my response to it, which I typically don't do. But that comment was indicative of everything I've been feeling. It was everything I felt personified with misogyny. And it made me so angry. And it was pretty much like a guy saying, like, stop complaining about the guys who comment on your videos. You're putting yourself out there. You're out here with 50 pounds of ass. What do you expect? You know what you're doing, so stop complaining about it. And I was like, how fucking dare you? How dare you tell me what kind of attention I should and shouldn't deal with? What kind of disrespect I should and shouldn't deal with because of the way that I'm shaped? No, men need to keep their disgusting comments to themselves and have some self-control. That's the issue, not my body. So that is kind of like, but as much as I like knew my response, I'm going back in with that darker bronze shade because like this eye got a little too bright. And even though like I was able to provide, you know, a clear, concise, reasonable response, it still bothered me because it was something that was deep rooted. Like those feelings that nerve that he touched was a nerve that was already there previously. So I don't know. That's just like one of the things that I have kind of been like dealing with as far as YouTube, which is another reason why I've kind of shied away from uploading as much as I was when I first came onto YouTube back in January. It's become a thing that's now fueling my anxiety. Yeah, I just keep putting more of this lighter bronze shade on and then going over it with the darker one until I get the gradient that I want. I'm going back in with the darker one. But it's been a thing that's like fueling my anxiety. Like I have no problem, like even today, like I really didn't want to get on camera and film this get ready with me, but I'm like, dude, I'm getting ready for something. I'm going to lunch with Morgan. I'm gonna treat her to a belated birthday lunch. I'm gonna be doing my hair and my makeup and putting on an outfit, so why not film a get ready with me? Like that's what YouTubers do. But the thought of getting on camera and doing it filled me with so much anxiety, y'all. And that's when I realized like this is really starting to affect my mood and my mental health. And I know like every YouTuber gets on camera like, oh, I got anxiety, I got depression, like, but when you push yourself out there for public consumption and you deal with the backlash, which like, yeah, you accepted those terms. When you decided to put yourself out there for public consumption, you made yourself a product, like not like a product, but like you are a product that people are consuming. You're gonna deal with some ugly from that. But it doesn't make it affect you any less, you feel me? So I don't doubt that a lot of people who put themselves out there for public consumption do deal with a decent degree of anxiety and depression because we are consistently receiving people's unwarranted opinions. Like think about how much it affects you when somebody in your life says some backhanded comment to you, and think about how you dwell on that and how it affects your confidence and how it affects, you know, how you see yourself. And then imagine hearing that all day, every day. That is what it does to your mental health. So I have kind of shied away from, you know, YouTube unless it's like something I have to do for collaboration. Like I have 2 collaborations coming up that I need to film in the next week. And the thought of getting on camera has just filled me with so much anxiety. So I'm really like battling with that. And another thing that I battle with, hold on, I'm gonna take this darker brown, this like dark one here. I don't know what the difference is between this shade and this shade. I feel like this one's a little bit warmer, which is why I picked that one, but I'm just gonna kind of go in my inner corner with a small brush. I said inner corner, I meant outer corner, y'all. All right, and then I'm just gonna draw on a wing liner with my NYX matte liquid liner. All right, so my wing liner is on. It looks pretty bad because I did not realize how much this topic actually filled me with anxiety until I went to go draw my wing liner and realized that my hands are shaking and I cannot make them stop shaking. So there's that, but I'm putting on some pretty big lashes, so I got those drying down with some lash glue right now. And I'm gonna put on, I like the double prime lately. I'm gonna put on my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer first. But anyway, so like I was saying, like another thing that YouTube has made me realize is that I deal with imposter syndrome and perfectionism pretty heavily. So if you don't know anything about imposter syndrome and perfectionism, number one, they usually go hand in hand. But 2, so imposter syndrome is where you have this constant fear of being exposed as a fraud. Not because you're doing anything fraudulent, but because you're filled with so much self-doubt about your ability to do these things that you're currently doing that you feel like at any moment people are gonna realize that you can't do what you're actually doing. Like it's a weird phenomenon, but and I deal with that a lot. So if you guys didn't know, I don't know if I've said it on camera or not, but this is an e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's a really good dupe for the Tatcha Luminous Silk Canvas Primer. I use it on my client and I use it on myself. But anyway, so if you guys didn't know, I worked full-time as a regulatory personnel at a clinical research facility. And I recently went part-time so that I can be a full-time freelance makeup artist and a full-time YouTuber. Because things were going really well on my channel, I experienced a whole lot of growth that I did not expect to see with my first year here, and I really wanted to nurture that and build on that momentum. But the reason why I had waited so long to even come onto YouTube, excuse me, once again, wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't burp. So anywho, it took me so long to come on to YouTube and to really become a makeup artist because I really do not be believing in myself. Like, I compare myself to the point where if I think I will fail, I won't even try. So, and like, I'm so used to really being good at everything that I set my mind to, that if I think there's a chance that I won't do well in it, once again, I won't even try. So my imposter syndrome has a lot to do with why I don't step out and try those new things, or I might step out, but I'm only gonna do it safely because I feel like at any moment people are gonna realize, she's not that good, she's not that talented, or whatever. And so I don't fully immerse myself in the things that scare me. YouTube has really shown me that, because I feel like at any moment brands are gonna stop working with me, people are gonna stop watching my videos and realize that I am an imposter and I'm not very good at YouTube videos. And that's not to say that I am not very good at YouTube videos, but that is what my imposter syndrome makes me believe. Hold on, I'm gonna pop my lashes on real quick. Okay, boom, lashes are on. I get these lashes from Amazon, but I'll link them down below because I don't remember like the name or the brand or the style or none of that. Anyway, I'm gonna set my primer with the Fenty Beauty translucent powder in the shade Cashew. It's really been helping control my oil. So anyway, I say all that to say that being on YouTube has really exposed the fact that I have imposter syndrome, because something that is natural on YouTube, like something that I'm not beyond, even the biggest YouTuber isn't beyond, is fluctuation in the views of your videos. Depending on the content, depending on your titles, depending on your tags, depending on what's trending, depending on, you know, your most recent uploads and the YouTube algorithm, your views are going to fluctuate. Logically, I know that, but my brain can't help but feel like, oh, see, like you're nothing more than just a big butt that people enjoy watching try on clothes, and eventually people are going to realize that and they're going to stop coming to your videos. Look, they're already realizing it now. Look, your most recent video only got 500 views, where your try on hauls got 40,000 views. So see, like it's my brain like playing tricks on me. And so I've really had to like bear down and be logical and try to fight those ill thoughts. And so that's another reason why, like I say, I feel like, you know, YouTube has kind of done the reverse of what I wanted it to do, as far as making me feel empowered. Like, yeah, I'm here to make you guys feel empowered, but it's also like therapy for me, because I get to connect with so many beautiful women who are like-minded and strong and vibrant, and that empowers me as well. But I haven't had a lot of those connections recently, and so it's just felt a little bit more draining than it did when I first started YouTube. I'm gonna put on the new Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. Y'all, love this foundation. It is so good. Oh, it's scoring. And like, this video is not meant to be like a, oh, woe is me, pity me. Like, it's just a real, like, if anything, I want it to be an insight to what it's like to be on platforms like these, what it's like to be on YouTube, what it's like to be on Instagram, because we all know that Instagram is a highlight reel, YouTube is a highlight reel of people showing their best sides 24/7. And for some people, it can almost come off as like, not come off, but it can be internalized as, look how perfect their life is and look how perfect my life isn't. So I realized, like, if I'm gonna do this, YouTube thing, if I'm really gonna share myself with the world, then I should share my vulnerable moments too. And this just happens to be a time frame where I'm having a vulnerable moment and I'm dealing with a lot of self-doubt. So I just wanted to express that, and also in hopes that, like, I can, by expressing this and putting this out there, I can begin to process through it and overcome it as well. Like, I'm not I'm not so, what's the word I'm looking for? Humanitarian, that I am just putting everything out there for you guys and none of it's for my benefit. This is 100% for my benefit too. It is me doing something that I love and connecting with people and processing through my own issues. And if I'm gonna process through them, I'll process them through them right here with you. So let me move my scarf back and get my forehead. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna conceal using two different shades in the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I cannot find a shade between these two that are yellow undertone, and so that's why I wound up buying two and mixing them, which is frustrating. But it's the Tan Deep Sand and the Deep Sand, and I wish they had a shade between it that was yellow undertone, but the shade between it is cool, so that's not me. So anyway, I'm gonna mix these two and highlight my face. But yeah, so we talked about imposter syndrome, and so the other side of that is perfectionism, which I think mine is deep rooted in my constant comparison of myself to other people. Like, I look at these other YouTubers who people admire and they follow and that are really successful here on YouTube, and I look at their video quality, and I look at, you know, how they're able to produce content that people want to see and how they're able to, you know, find that out. And I compare myself to those kind of people, and I feel, sometimes I look at it and I feel super motivated. And then other times that perfectionism kicks in and I want everything to be perfect, but I want too much too soon. Like, case in point, I film my videos from my phone. I film, edit, and upload from my phone. And I look at these other YouTubers who have these great cameras and camera setups and lighting setups, and I do, like, I've invested in lighting and stuff like that, and I film using a specific app so that my video quality is as good as I can make it from my phone. Apps that I've paid for and stuff to edit my videos, to try to produce the best quality that I can. But it's not about, in my head, it's not about the best quality that I can produce. It's about producing videos that are perfect in my eyes. And what's perfect to me is these videos with these elaborate setups. And because I don't have that, in my head, my videos aren't perfect. And so that's when the self-doubt and self-loathing comes into play. So I've really been working on just positive affirmations have really helped me a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna blend this out. I need to go with my sponge anyway, so blend it out, come back. All right, so blended that out. I'm just gonna contour with my Black Opal True Color foundation stick, which is what I've always contoured with. And as you can see, like, it's all the way up, y'all. It's all the way up, sis. And it's about done. I need to go grab another one. But yeah, so like I said, positive affirmations have really been helping me. Working out has really been helping me. Like, pretty much doing things that build my confidence have been helping me process through those things. I also dealt with the first significant death in my adult life. So that has been, like, you know, contributing to my current mental health state, but I'm on the up and up, y'all. Like, I don't want this to be like a depressing video. I just kind of want it to be like a transparent video. I feel like we need more people who are willing to be as open about their lows as they are with their highs. Because if I had just bought a house or bought a car or whatever, you can guarantee I probably would be on this platform sharing that information with you guys. But I feel like I said, you know, if I was sharing those kind of milestones, of course I'd be on here and I'd be talking about it and I'd be sharing that with you guys. But I'll get there. I know that, but also, like, I should share these moments too. So that way, when I do have those moments, I can share those with you and you can see how much they'll mean to me. Because right now, like, this is the bottom, y'all. Like, this is me starting from the bottom of these YouTube streets. And I want the people who are here right now to see the growth that I know is coming my way. and be on that journey with me and hopefully inspire their own growth and their own, you know, stepping out of their comfort zone and following their dreams, because this was what this is for me. Like, I went part-time at my job, which I know like is not a huge step, but it was a huge step to me. It's a step that fills me with a lot of anxiety most days, honestly. And I'm doing my thing as a full-time makeup artist, and my business has picked up. So, you know, there's positive things in this, but I just want to be transparent. All right, I'm gonna set my face with my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Kanufa. All right, base is set. I'm gonna set the rest of my face with my matte Studio Fix powder in the shade NW43. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm starting to ramble. I tend to do that when I get into a topic that means a lot to me. But oh no, I just wanted to kind of like come in here and talk about where I'm at, why I've been a little bit more absent from YouTube. I'm on the up and up, I'm on the comeback. This video was not planned. I had no intentions on filming today. I had intentions on filming a get ready with me, but it was not gonna be this kind of video. It was gonna be something a little bit more like fun and, you know, what everybody wants to see. But I don't know, like, I feel like something kind of came over me, and I felt like it was important for me to film this video so that I can kind of, like I said, process through whatever I'm feeling and overcome it. I'm gonna bronze my face with my Fenty Beauty bronzer, Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. All right, I'm gonna bake the sides of my nose while I do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna go in with that that same medium tone brown shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I use, the OG, and I'm just gonna run that all along my bottom lash line with a pencil brush. And then I'm gonna go back into that same Juvia's Place palette and take that deeper brown here and put that on my lash line with a flat brush. All right, I'm gonna use that brush that I put the powder foundation on my face with, and I'm just going to dust away my nose bake. For blush, I'm gonna use this Serafina blush from Juvia's Place. Probably the most Juvia Place products I've ever used in one sitting. And then I'm gonna use my Elsie, the Eclipse highlighter in the shade Soul, and highlight. Right. I'm also gonna go back into that Nubian 2 Juvia's Place palette and take that lighter bronze that I had put in the center of my eyes, and I'm just gonna put that in my inner corner for inner corner highlight. Alright, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm gonna line them with my MAC Chestnut lip liner. Okay, after my lips are filled in, I'm going to go in with this Morphe lipstick in the shade Matte Honey. Yes, I overdrew the heck out of my lips, okay? Don't judge me. I don't have no lips, and so we gotta use what we got to get what we want. And what I got is a brown lip liner, so. I'm gonna put this in the center. Just dab, dab, dab. Blend that out. Gorgeous. And I'm gonna set my entire face with my Morphe Continuing Mist setting spray. All right, so face is done. Now we're gonna move on to hair. Right now I have knotless box braids, so hair is gonna be super easy for me. I'm just gonna put it up in a bun. But here is, ow, pulling on it. Here is what it's looking like fresh out the scarf. So to put my hair in a bun, I'm just gonna flip my hair upside down and put a scrunchie around it, like one time, to put it in a ponytail. Okay, so I'm split this in half, and I'm just gonna twist this first part around, get my little shell out, and twist that underneath itself, and just twist it there. And then I'm gonna take the other one that's in front and go around it the same way. A bun. And I'm just gonna take this other hair tie and just put it over it to secure it and hopefully not ruin the wrap I just did. Which I probably did, but whatever. No, that looks horrible. We need to do that again. Okay, so I wound up having to wrap the ponytail holder around twice because I realized that if it was wrapped around once, it was making my ponytail too loose and it wasn't giving me a firm bun. So, wrapped it twice, and I'm gonna split it down the middle, and I'm gonna twist. And I'm trying to make sure that this little shell that's on the end is on top somehow, so you can see it. And it's not just lost in the bun. Just tuck that underneath, and then take the other side and wrap that around as well. Give it a little twist. Yes, that is better. And I'm actually not even gonna go over it with an elastic because I don't want to mess it up. And then I'm just gonna pull down whichever ones I feel like are pulling too tight, because your good sis is not trying to pull her edges out. And I'm gonna take this Even 24-hour edge tamer and just slick down my baby hairs. I'm gonna use this little edge brush that I got from my beauty supply store. At this point, these are full-grown adult hairs, because these are hairs that have like came out of the braid, like through frizzing and working out. But I'm gonna do my best to smooth them back in. All right, so baby hairs are slicked. Uh-oh, hold on. What is you doing, shorty? What is you doing back here? Let's tuck you somewhere. Let's not do that. Okay, baby hairs are slicked. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my outfit and stuff and show you guys the final look for today's lunch. But before I go, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video is probably is gonna be a long one, but if you stay to the end, I really appreciate you guys just listening to what I have to say and kind of letting me get everything out. This is something definitely different for my channel, as far as me being open and vulnerable with you guys. I hope I don't regret it, but I just really appreciate you guys being here and being an awesome support system for me. I hope I am being the same for you. So with that being said, go ahead and comment down below, and just let me know what you think. What are you going through? What are you dealing with? How are some of the things you deal with self-doubt and self-loathing? And let's just be a community for each other. Please remember to be kind to other people, and most importantly, be kind to yourselves. And I will see you in the next one. All right, y'all, so this is what I'm wearing today. I got this top from Pretty Little Thing and these pants from Pretty Little Thing that were in my Pretty Little Thing Tron haul I did a while back. I've also got on these, these strappy shoes. Excuse my mess, I'm in my filming room, which is atrocious. Got on these strappy shoes that I got from Simi. This bag that I got from Femi London. And perfume for today is this Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. My earrings are from Aldo, and that's the only jewelry that I'm wearing today. So yep, this concludes the Tron haul. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.